Alright, today I'm going to be installing a new dash camera in my truck. I drive a Ram 1500. It has enough room for 5 passengers in there. That's including the driver. And it's not a bad looking truck. I'm just gonna put the dash cameras that I recently unboxed. And I currently have a camera in there right now. It is a black view camera, which currently resides right there. I got the forward and reverse all in that spot right there, and it has done me a pretty good job. So I'm not going to get rid of that camera. I'm just going to put it in a different vehicle. My partner has swapped vehicles due to some unfortunate circumstances, and well, I needed to get her dash camera, and this opportunity popped up. So I got a little bit of setup. Ultimately, a little overview of what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably put the new camera pretty close to right where it's at, and the interior camera right there. Every vehicle's different. I happen to have an automatic high beam camera in here, or sensor. I don't really care if it does it. I don't drive around with my high beams on like some people do. I got a little humidity sensor. Also in that box is my automatic rain sensors and things along those lines. So my little Hello Kitty hula doll. Yeah, that's if you watch some of my videos, anytime they say, "Oh, you got a Hello Kitty," that is what they are actually referring to. So just a little overview. Putting the camera, main camera there, little camera there. I'm gonna run all my cables along the passenger side. I'm gonna go down this A-pillar here, and then down into the floorboard area, and then pass it along to the back seat area. In this particular vehicle, I have underglow lights. My dash camera goes on, and then I have like a mod right there that gives me a lot more infrared light to boost it up. The new camera has 6 LEDs versus the 2 that are there, so I don't think that I'll need that. But I have everything wired into my ugly little box here in the floorboard, which is kind of where I had to put it because my underglow lights, I needed it somewhere centralized for the for all the cables to meet up, and I didn't want to do a whole bunch of goofy wiring or extending. It's all the original wiring. I got a little splitter in there. I brought power from the front of the truck into here, so it's like everything's in there. It's not very pretty, but because no one actually sees it every day, I don't really care if it's pretty, as long as it does what it's supposed to do. But I got underglow lights or lights as well inside the vehicle, right there. So I got at night this truck lights up, so I'm going to run my cables into there, get it all wired up and powered on. It doesn't, it's independent from the ignition, so it stays on all the time, and I don't have to worry about like the dash camera turning on or off when I really need it to be on all the time, because things happen and you can't control it. But that's just the overview. I'll set up my camera in hopefully a decent spot that you can kind of see a little bit of the process that I go through for this. And we'll go from there. This really isn't going to take me that long because I've installed several dash cams before, but here is the product in question that I'm going to be installing. And I got some of the basic things. I got glass cleaner, paper towels, and a razor blade for the old sticky tape that's already existing. And I'll just kind of get started. I may reposition the camera, just for the final stuff, but for the most part, I'm just going to let it roll. There's not a whole lot going on here, besides the geese over here just kind of squawking away whenever they feel like they want to squawk. But yeah. All right. Well, I got the SD card plugged in. Got it unplugged right now because I want to install the app and go through that process. I went ahead and decided to put the camera right there, and I got the cable temporarily just kind of looking out of the way. Yes, I know the camera is crooked, and I am probably going to fix that. They gave me some extra stickies. Maybe because it's a fresh, I can pull it off and put it right back on. No guarantees of that though. And I got my truck put back together. We'll just kind of go from there. Okay, so yesterday, while I was trying to record the installation of the dash camera, I did not realize that I didn't get any of the installation at all. I did one of those video camera faux pas things that probably would get me fired from the movie industry, you know, because there wouldn't be no first take, because there wouldn't be a take. It'd be like the second take of whatever. So it's a good thing I don't do this professionally. Otherwise, I'd probably might want to change my career objectives. So all of the good, fruitful footage that I created, which is probably good that you didn't get to see any of that because I was fumbling around like a weirdo, and lessons have been learned. I will double check my footage periodically, I guess, just to make sure the camera's rolling. I disconnected my old dash camera pretty right off the bat because of the power. I needed to get that stuff out of the way, so I couldn't even give you dash camera footage of me doing the install. So overall, I did a dumb thing, and well, I'm just not that smart. I could have done better. So I'm going to probably give you a little bit of an overview, kind of like a little summary of what I did yesterday, but you just missed all of it, and it's probably good for you, you know. You might learn something about how I took my path, but other than that, I don't think I'm just going to take it all apart and put it back together for video purposes. I don't have enough sticky tape for the remounting of the cameras, because that would be problematic. I probably should ask for like extra sticky tapes probably in the future if I did stuff like this on a regular basis. I don't know. Plan for mess ups, which is probably good because my back camera there, I put it in there and it was crooked. But I'll pause this for a moment, get out of my truck, walk around, and I'll just kind of show you the original path I was trying to take, as well as what ultimately I had to end up doing. All right, so my original plan was to run all my cables up into the headliner, into the A-pillar, and then just go down to my A-pillar, hit the door trim, and kind of scoot it around to the back there, and then drop off my power right there in my ugly box, and then run my cable up along the back, along the bottom there. But I do have a sliding glass. Didn't work out so well. I'll probably share my video of how I realized I was a dummy and started from scratch. I had to start from scratch, but here's the finished product. I got it all installed right there. Got all my cameras. Probably tucked my cables in there a little bit better. It's in there. It works, obviously. Because I have a sliding glass, let me go to the other side and I can probably show that a little bit better. I had to change locations because yesterday was a nice sunshiny day like it is today, except today it's windier, much windier, so I had to find a place to protect me from the wind. But what I ultimately did is I put a clip there for the cable, and I put 2 clips down here at the bottom, and the purpose for that is because of it being a power sliding window. Let me press a button here. Maybe put my key in the truck, press a button. And so what I did is so that when I open that window, it does that, and then when I close it, it goes right back there. No biggie. Nice little setup there. And there's a little, there's enough space in the bottom there and enough extra cable and weight that it doesn't bunch up. But I put 2 clips there. I don't plan on opening that and closing that up very often, knowing that I have the camera there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really wasn't that difficult to install, and the quality of the video, it's not that bad. You really can't tell that it's installed on the outside. And as far as the front of the vehicle goes, I got some bubbles in it. I'll get those out. You can't really, you can there. Something that I found was really cool is with the infrared. The infrared lights right there. You can't tell that it's on or off when they are on. Some infrareds, it doesn't shine a really bright light, but you can still see like a little hint of red, and these don't do that. These don't do that at all. Okay, well that's it. That's the end. It's installed. It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do.